going to see the X-Men properly enter the MCU?
Well, as you said, I mean, it has already started, and certainly Deadpool Wolverine was the biggest yet. I think you will see that continue into our next few movies and some X-Men players that you might recognize. And then right after that, the whole story of Secret Wars really leads us into a new age of mutants and of the X-Men. And again, one of these dreams come true that we finally have the X-Men back in Marvel Studios.
Kevin, thank you so much for joining us here today. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together.
Alright Marvel fans, let's talk mutants. If you've been wondering when and how the X-Men are finally making their grand debut in the MCU, then you're in the right place. In this video, I'm breaking down all the latest updates straight from Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige himself. What did he tease about X-Men in the Multiverse Saga? How is Marvel setting up the Age of Mutants in Phase 5 and Phase 6? And could we see some familiar faces or maybe brand new takes on our favorite heroes like Storm, Wolverine or Cyclops? I'll also share what this means for the future of the MCU, including Secret Wars and beyond, plus a surprising reveal about an upcoming project that's bringing mutants into the fold earlier than you might expect. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Grab a popcorn, hit that like button and stick around until the end of the video so you'll know what to expect as the X-Men finally make their way into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So let's get into it. While the full-on X-Men reboot is still cooking behind the scenes, Marvel Studios is already dropping breadcrumbs, teasing that mutants will be arriving sooner than we thought. And trust me, the hype is real. We've already seen some familiar faces pop up in the MCU, which is Marvel's brilliant way of easing us into this massive transition. But hold on to your claws and optic blasts, because Kevin Feige himself just gave us a sneak peek at what's coming next. At the Disney APAC Content Showcase in Singapore, shout out to Deadline for the scoop, Feige teased fans about the future of mutants in the MCU, and get this, he hinted that we'll see some beloved X-Men before the Multiverse Saga wraps up. Yes, you heard that right, the Age of Mutants is officially on the horizon. Feige said, I think you will see that continues in our next few movies and some X-Men players that you might recognize. Right after that, the whole story of Secret Wars really leads us into a new age of mutants and of the X-Men. But that's not all. The MCU has been laying the groundwork for mutants for a while now. Remember when Ms. Marvel was confirmed as a mutant, or when Namor dropped the M word? It's all part of the big picture, and now Feige's comments hint that we're getting even closer to seeing more iconic X-Men characters. For example, Storm is making her MCU debut in What If Season 3. While it's not live action just yet, it's a huge step forward and opens the door for her eventual big screen arrival. Could this be Marvel's way of testing the waters for a larger X-Men rollout? I think so. Now let's talk about when and where we might see the X-Men before Phase 6 ends. Feige has hinted at the return of some fan-favorite actors from the Fox Marvel era, which means we could be seeing them as multiversal variants, or could Marvel introduce entirely new stars as the main versions of the team? Either way, Phase 6 leading into Avengers Secret Wars is shaping up to be a game changer. And let's not forget the Secret Wars rumors. The word on the street is that this film could set up a soft reboot of the MCU, paving the way for a fresh start with the X-Men leading the charge in Phase 7. It's fitting, right? The Multiverse Saga ends and the Age of Mutants begins. The big question now is, who is going to bring these iconic characters to life in the MCU? Who will be our next Wolverine, Storm or Cyclops? And who is going to take on the monumental task of directing the reboot? Hopefully we'll get some official updates soon, but until then, we'll keep speculating and dreaming big. So what do you think? Are you excited about the mutants joining the MCU? Which X-Men character are you most hyped to see? And do you think any Fox Marvel actors should reprise their roles? Let's get the conversation going in the comments below. As always, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more Marvel updates, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay super.